One of the messages that AMRC want to get across is that this type of machine is there for the subcontractors, so they want engagement with subcontractors so that they can take existing products and make them far more competitively, profitably by using a machine like this.
And when you look at the configuration of the machine, you're saying about the two turrets holding the table. What benefit does that actually give a customer?
Well, this machine is a twin pallet machine, horizontal spindle, but the fourth and fifth axis are on a trunnion system where the table is balanced and clamped equally at both sides of the trunnion. It's not just held one side or with a drive system one side and a sensor the other. So it makes it a very robust, very capable system, but without losing any of the dynamics. So you can really push the boundaries of metal cutting on this type of machine.
I've been to a machine shop and they've had something similar and purely based on footprint.
Yeah.
They went for something like this because otherwise the other forms of automation just took up too much space.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, that's right. And with this, the idea is it's on a trolley, so you can move it from machine to machine.
Yeah.
So it's plug and play, and so you can move it from a lathe to a milling machine.
And you're telling me that Hurco have done all the hard work in the background, is that right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So the universal robot is programmed on here on this tablet here. But then what Hurco have done to make it sort of very user-friendly is we've adapted this automation app that sits on top of our WinMax software.
Right.
And this enables basically it's turned the program of a robot into the Hurco conversation.
If you move on to the barrel milling or circle segment milling, call it what you will, the 3D profiling. Tell us more about that. Again, it's still fairly new here in the UK. Tell us more.
Yeah, so fairly new sort of technology in the UK. We've got into it quite well now, so we've got automatic strategies in SolidCam as well for barrel cutting. We can use the whole of the circle segment tool as well, so we can not just using one spot on the tool, we can change the contact angle again, as a percentage of the tool. And again, it's sort of automatically picking the faces and letting it do its thing.
So what was the need for needing those faster setup times and that quicker pace in getting the work through?
Well, people know now we've got this machine and we've got a lot more work for it, and we want to get work through quicker really. We don't want to be messing around clocking parts in when we can put the part in and get on with it really.
So why did you go for Bison?
Got recommended by our tooling supplier, very competitively priced, and I've heard the service was very good, which it is.
Right, okay, tell me about that service then.
So the service, Mike came down, I told him what I wanted size-wise, he measured up the machine, we took the serial number so he knew what the drawbar was, everything arrived, drawings for it, instructions how to fit it, and we fitted it ourselves in about 3 hours.
And who's this geared towards?
Well, this is a machine that geared towards every sort of subcontract manufacturing company. There's a bit of a gap in the market here for Mazak that they've maybe previously not been known for a machine, certainly like what we see here, which is a straight two-axis turning centre. So if a company is just after a machine that can just turn, or they want to expand on that and do milling as well, they are available with driven tools and sub-spindles and Y-axis as well. But it's a whole range that is accompanied by various specifications.
Walter have an impressive and long-standing relationship with GT Grinding and Gantrack Limited, so we're here to find out why.
We're on the file stand at EMO, and we've been joined by Mark Jones, who you all know is from Leader Chuck International Work Holding Solutions. Is that correct?
That's absolutely right, Colin.
Excellent.
Good to see you again.
And you have added to your work holding solution range.
And what we have to have here in the UK is the ability to understand the customer's needs. So it really goes back to what John was saying back in the sales one, listening to the customer. But in the case of Kevin, what he's got to do is an enormous amount of detail. he'll talk later about some of the things that he's involved in. But one of the machines that Kevin is involved with is a standard product coming out of Fronton. Circa normally around about £500,000. The sales price on this is 1.8 million because of the complexity that's involved. And the only way that you can do that is by going into that detail and having someone to really understand what the customer's needs are.
Adam, do you watch MTD as well?
Yes, I do. I'm a big fan.
And what do you like about it?
It's great. It's just he's getting information about the latest machines, the latest equipment. Anyone that's really into it, well, what are you doing?
I think MTD gives a good opportunity to look at what's going on within the industry that we're in, but also outside of the industry. What are other industries doing? What are other companies doing? What's new innovation that we can maybe look and see how can we bring that to our customers within Zeiss?